So you're single, right? And you haven't been getting any action since COVID, or even before. Well, this week's live is for you. But make sure you're single and ready to mingle, you know. Let's do some online dating. This Saturday, February 13th at 8 p.m. live with Dara. See you then as we try to put the love back in your love life.
Around these winter blows, I'm thinking back in times, and there will be that rainbows in. If I could follow on, then lose my mind, 'cause it's only lonely in me again. Lonely won't leave me alone. Lonely won't leave me alone. Why, tell me why? Lonely won't let me fall in love. By my side, lonely won't let me fall in love. Yeah. Oh, so long you've been away. Seems to me like you're gone to stay. Anyway, that's alright. Well, lonely won't leave me alone. Lonely won't leave me alone. Why, tell me why? Lonely won't let.
Welcome to Live with Dara, another episode of Live with Dara. I'm so happy to have you on tonight. Tonight should be interesting. Tonight we're looking at dating. We'll be speaking to some persons who have been single for a while, and just to find out how it is, how has it been on the dating scene? Because you know, with COVID-19 and everything like that, you can't, and like you can walk on the road no more and see somebody, because first of all, you're masked up, right? You're not able to go out as much. You can't say you go to a restaurant and go find somebody, you know. It's very difficult for you to meet persons. So are you meeting anybody? How is that going, right? So especially for if you're single from before COVID and you're still single now, that's a year of singleness. Oh yeah, going with it. So the option right now is online dating. Are you willing to go that route? You know there are some do's and don'ts in terms of online dating. And of course, my guest tonight, Ms. Janet Silvera, she will be telling us some of those things, because she has launched a website, firestick.com, and that website is it's for Jamaicans, persons in the diaspora, and of course Caribbean nationals, because I know you know about the Tinder and the eHarmony and the Match.com and everything like that, but there hasn't been anything to cater to the local market. So if you want to meet somebody in the local scene, how you do that? You see, it's very challenging. So we're going to look at all of that tonight, and who to tell, you may just find that partner tonight. Stasia, did you send me the request? Let me just get straight to Stasia right now. But before, so let me say this. I'm excited about tonight's program. You are live with Dara. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We're going to have the singles, just to talk to them and ask them how it's going, as I say. And then Janet will come on and talk about the firestick.com, her website. So let me go to Stasia right now. We want to get this thing going early, so we can get it out of the way. Okay. We'll start out and get this thing going early. This is beautiful lady, I must tell you. Very beautiful, very successful. But she's single. And she's been single for quite some time. So hopefully the matchmaking can start tonight. So let me get her on. I'm waiting for her to connect. So let me say, hi, my son. How are you? Yes, my son. Mwah. Yeah. Okay, so we're waiting on Stasia to come on. I don't know what's happening. Let me see. You know this thing, whatever can go wrong, really. So let's give it some time to warm up. So let's do a little. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Kathy. Hey, Quentin. Well done, guys. I'm trying to get Stasia to come on. I don't know what's happening here, but I'll just allow her sometime. But in the meantime, let's do something. Let's do a poll. Oh, it's saying unable to join. Let's do a poll here. Yes, yes. I don't know what's happening, Stasia. Let me try again. Lady in red. Yeah, yeah. Like, okay. I'm trying to connect again, Stasia. Yeah. I decided to go this route tonight. Early Valentine's celebration. Hey, Stasia! I like it. Red head with the red outfit. I like it. What's going on? How are you?
I'm good enough. I hear you just know about potential. Maybe you can find somebody tonight. What is
Yes.
good?
Yes, and I have a surprise for you tonight when Janet comes on. I have a surprise for you because not very often you have persons willing to come on a live and talk about whatever it is that we're talking, whatever issues, and you are always there. And especially for somebody who has been single for how long?
About 7 years.
7 years. How you do
Yeah.
that?
7. Perfection. That's the number of perfection,
Okay. Okay. So we're expecting changes this year.
My question was going up.
Boy, Stasia, let's claim it. Let's claim it. All right. So I was telling them that you are single, but you're successful. You are such a successful woman. You have so many things going on. You have at least 2 online businesses, right? You have Yard Trends, which is an online clothing store. What is and you? I mean,
Well,
you are a
well,
legacy builder.
the business model for Yatrans has changed, but we still sell clothing and accessories, but that's not the main business model. It's more of a content marketing
Okay.
business model right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So somebody said, "Damn, 7 years. Why you single 7 years, Stasia? Me
I'm
can't.
actually
Me
I
can't even say
have
COVID.
I'm actually happily single. That's the real right there. I'm happily single, and because I'm happily single, it's harder to find or it's harder to settle. It makes it hard to settle. I don't want to settle, but I'm just saying it's harder to settle when you're actually happily single because then you have something to compare it to. You're actually happy. So why am I going to a relationship or date and be miserable? So I'm happy over here.
What do you mean happily single? People always say that. Oh, I'm happy over here. Me, myself, and I.
Well,
Really?
I don't know about anybody else, but for me, happiness begins with peace of mind. And
Mm-hmm.
I have a peace of mind that I have not experienced in a long while. And I just love it. And I really don't want to lose my peace of mind. Like, I'd rather have peace, and that's one of the most important things to me, peace of mind. And for the most part, um anytime you start, like anytime I put my foot to say, okay, I'm going to date, then something comes up and I say, no man, this disrupt my peace of mind, this not worth it. And I'm really protective of my peace.
I understand that, Stasia, but I think, well, I'm no counselor. But is it a case that you're afraid to step out there because you're afraid of the unknown?
I I I don't necessarily think that. I mean, maybe that's somewhere deep down that I don't know, but I don't really think that. I just think that I'm in a happy place right now, and while I'm open to being in a relationship, it will not be at the expense of my peace and my happiness. It has to, any relationship that I'm going to be in has to add to my happiness, add to it has to add to the value of my life. So yeah.
All right. Okay, so you're happily single, but I mean, if somebody comes along, you would welcome that person with open arms, right? Ah!
It depends. It's a process, you know, and you have to understand as well that we all engage differently. So for me, like let's say it's not about dating and it's just if there's a couple of people in the room who don't know each other, I'd be that person initially to be quiet and observe. So I'd be the perceived as the quiet one. But once I like you or your energy, you will see me as a totally different person. You can't get me to shut up. I will be talking to you or whatever. So different people would say, I never know you talk so much. I never, because it's just a different level of energy and vibe. And when you feel it or when you're around it, you just act differently. But I'm that more observant, quiet type until I warm up and then you see, wow, I never knew you had that side. But yeah.
Okay. So Stasia, let's go to the partner now. What do you look for? What do you look for in a partner?
What I'm looking for in a partnership, I'm looking for somebody who is respectful, reliable, responsible. And when I speak of responsibility, I'm speaking of financial responsibility, sexual responsibility, integrity, honesty, trustworthiness, those things that are critical for a partnership. Somebody who is disciplined, because I believe that somebody who is disciplined in their actions, then they will be reliable because I will actually be able to tell that this is their habit and their lifestyle. Somebody who is legacy minded because I believe in building a legacy and having a partner. And that's where even the financial responsibility comes in, because I want somebody who has a goal in mind. You know, they want to build not for just this generation, but for generations to come. So it has to be somebody who is legacy minded, and legacy not only in finances, but in values. So as it relates to health, as it relates to just values on a whole, leaving something of value behind. Protective, smart, you know, those kind of things, kind-hearted, funny, emotionally intelligent, those kinds of things, you know, just a good partner. I believe somebody who I would have chosen as a business partner.
So
Because
I'm counting, you see, and you're gone about 15 or so.
well,
Qualities that,
I said those things, you know, but really and truly, those things are really important. Those things are important in a friendship as they are in a partnership. So I'm not saying anything out of the way, because if it's I really see a relationship as a partnership, and so those things that I said before are really important. If I wouldn't be a business partner, then we're not supposed to be in a relationship. If I wouldn't be a friend, then we're not supposed to be in a relationship. That's how I view it.
what say you to somebody who say that, yo, Stasia, some of them something is unrealistic, and you know you're just hanging your basket way too high, and
No,
that's why you're still single.
I don't think that asking for respect and reliability and somebody who is trustworthy and financially responsible, if that's hanging my basket too high, then let me be single, because I think that's just normal normal qualities that human beings should have. You know, so those are qualities that I believe that just good human beings should have. But then there are things now which has to do with more like your choices. Things like I wouldn't want to be with somebody who smokes. I definitely want to be with somebody who is Black, meaning African descent. That's my preference. Somebody who doesn't drink.
Wait, say, that's gonna be hard to find all those qualities in one person?
So wait, I really don't get it. I really don't get why that would be hard.
Mm-hmm.
And wouldn't like those are just normal, like those are so normal qualities that human beings should endeavor to have. That those are the qualities we should be teaching in school.
Okay. So Stasia, I know you say you're not looking, but COVID come around now because I'm sure in your day-to-day interaction you may come across somebody who may pique your interest, right? But because of COVID-19, first of all, the mask up, so you really not see the true beauty of the person. Janella saying, so what do you do when you feel for romance? Janella, you're a troublemaker. You draw out early.
Janella, why you do this? Why you do it? I don't know. Like the truth is, I think I am so used to not having all of that it's nothing. Like it really isn't anything. That's that's the truth. Because even prior to my last relationship, like every time I like of my history is in a relationship, whenever that breaks up, it's always another maybe 2 years before I talk to somebody again. It's always a long break, 1 or 2 years or 3 years before I talk to somebody again. This one now is the longest because now it's 7 years. But normally it's always a long time. In the initial stage, like when you just break up, yeah man, you know, you feel, you know, you want something, you know.
Hold on. Because you know we're doing matchmaking here and all. So Dwayne is saying those qualities aren't impossible to find in a single man, right? Dwayne, are you putting yourself forward? Because I mean, let's start now. Just take patience to identify the person and the time. I agree with you.
I don't think those qualities are asking for too much. I don't. I don't think so. So I'll wait.
She's on Janella. Look at Janella's comment. So 7 years, no buds.
No what? No what?
No buds.
7 years. 7 years. Yeah, 7 years. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But what I was saying is the longer well, for me, I know everybody isn't like me, but the longer you would last, it's the more you don't need to. My issue comes is if I find somebody or whenever I find somebody or whenever I engage, that's when it becomes overbearing because now you want it every minute. But if I'm not having it, it's okay. Like I'm
it's
good.
buried in the back of your mind somewhere.
Yeah. It's okay.
So do you say there's an age requirement for those qualities though, as men are not taught to be man anymore. So hold on now guys. So Stacy is telling her story, right? So if for some reason you're interested, listen, make your voice known. This is, let's get this out there. Let's get some matchmaking going on before Janet comes in the picture. So if you're interested in Stasia, because Stasia, are you taking applications, Stasia? I know you say you're not looking, but if an interest presents itself,
I will go on dates. Because dating, dating for me, as I've said before, is more like a filtration, sifting, collecting data, right? Because you want to make sure that you find the right person. So for me, dating is not, I'm dating you and it's only you. No, I think like you're supposed to date multiple persons, and collect data, get to know people, and then you make a more informed decision. So that's my
Janet,
thinking.
why are you saying hello? I don't know why Janet's saying hello. Why you saying thank you, Janella. Janet, why are you saying hello? But Stacey, you make a good point there, because I find that a lot of people don't date anymore. It's more, okay, so you find a one man, or you find
Yeah,
a one girl, and you lock
yeah.
down. And,
And
and,
that's
then, and then you realize after locking down for however
right.
long that this person is not what you want. This person is not anywhere near compatible to, the compatibility test when you just way off.
Right, and I think that's one of the issues. Not to say that if you date multiple persons and get to know people that you still won't make a bad decision, but the
Mm.
likelihood is less because now you'll have a comparison. If somebody is like if you're dating somebody and that's the only person you're dating, and you're more likely to stick to it unless that person does something out of the way or whatever. You're more likely to stick with that person because they're average, they're okay. Them don't do nothing bad, them don't do nothing, they're just okay. But when you have
Tasia, I wish bomb you gonna drop. Crystal say you're gonna drop some bomb tonight. Let me hear it. Yes.
I don't
Continue.
know. I don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, but I think you have to because it's in the process of the multiplicity that you will realize sometimes that this person really not pulling any weight. This other one over here trying and putting out effort, and this one not putting out any effort. But a lot of times, because we like somebody for whatever reason, whether it is because of how them look, or for some people maybe because of how much money them have, whatever it is, you latch on to this one person, right? And then after just being with that one person, you realize, oh, you make a big mistake. So if you're dating multiple persons, you have something to measure it by. Even though your first measurement should be your values, your goals, and whatever, but at least you will have something to measure it by. And you'll be able to drop and eliminate easier.
Manju has made a point, but Jamaicans are so judgmental. You begin to go on date and they say they begin to see you as being promiscuous, which is true. They're very judgmental about that. You don't get the opportunity to, as I was saying, to really get to know people because they say she money and
That,
in BC
that's
and in
their
Daddy.
that's their business, because at the end of the day, men date multiple women. That's why they are in control. They control. They say, okay, I want to date. We, on the other hand, we first of all we wait on the man, and I'm generally speaking, to approach us. So that's the first thing that we're doing wrong. We're waiting on men to approach us. If you see somebody that you like, remember it's surface, and it's not like, oh, you're not going over there to say, oh, make with them. No, you see somebody just like how the man would see you and then ask you to go out on a date and see if it's something that them like or
Mm-hmm.
not. The same way we can approach a man and say, hey, whatever, but our approach may be different. We might not say, hey, let's go on a date. We might say, hey, I like your shirt. And then they know will
Quick hint.
continue the conversation. You give a hint and you let go your hand know. So if them don't continue the conversation, you know that maybe them not really interested because a man by nature would continue the conversation. So
Mm-hmm.
we can approach as well because you're still in control. You can say, you know, but a lot of times we wait. We wait for the man to approach us, and therefore,
I
if
like
you're
that,
waiting,
Stasia.
it means that the only options you will have are the options of the people who come to you and say, hey, I'm interested in you.
Let me do a little side note. Crystal, Janela try draw you out. I know me, let me just say, I know me. Generally, is talking about I should have you come on, but I know you're in a reflective mood, right? You're in a reflective space right now. So I'm not make you dry out. You hear Crystal? I'm not make you dry out. So Stasia, so what have you been doing? So how do you do it now? Because I know you say you're not afraid to approach a man if he piques your interest.
But
How you do it?
I have not been on the dating scene really. Like I think the closest I've been on or really end up on a date because I'm telling you when you have your peace of mind, it's easier to just say, yo, forget this. But somebody asked me to go out, right? It's somebody I know for a longer time, and they asked me to go out, gave me a particular date and all of that. Let's say the date was Friday, right? So Friday came, I didn't hear anything, the person didn't come. And I just said, okay, I am not going to call. I'm going to wait to hear what was the situation and whatever. He messaged like 2 days after, so not the same night, not the night after, but 2 days after to say, and the first message that came in was, you must think say me a bad bargain, don't it? Right? I did not respond to that because I'm not waiting on an apology, right? The apology didn't come, right? But I'm not in the habit now. Like years ago, that Stasia would have given an excuse. I would make up the excuse for you, right? So I would say, oh, I know that him work hard and him have 2 jobs. So I would make up the excuse for you. So I'd be more empathetic. I'd be like, okay, I understand that happens, whatever. But this Stasia, not making up any excuse for you. So if you know you do something wrong, be accountable and say it. So that was the message. I did not respond, right? Like 2 weeks after, because I'm still waiting to hear, I am sorry, whatever the reason and whatever. That didn't come. 2 weeks, about 2 weeks after, a message came in and say to say whatever. So I said, listen, and this is when now I started to talk. I said, listen, you didn't show up to something that you asked for. You could have at least said sorry. You know, this is the reason. Can I make it up or something like that? But at my age and at my experience right now, if I have to tell, like at 20 and 25, maybe at 30, maybe I will tell you what to do. Like I'd say sorry, and this is what you have to do. But no, I can't. Not at 40. I can't be telling you because at 40, you know, because anybody
you're
on dating
40,
will be.
Stasia, you're gorgeous. 40 is a new 30, right?
So at 40 and over, if you have to be telling a grown man when to say sorry, why he needs to say sorry, then you're setting up yourself for failure because you're telling him how to act. This should be his normal behavior. He should know that when he does something that's wrong, he should apologize and change his action. That is, so if I have to tell you when to say sorry, that you're messing with my peace right there. So that's the closest I've come to a date.
Okay. Tell me this one now. At 40, do you feel pressured to settle down, married and have children?
Actually, not at 40. When I was getting to 30, oh my, I'm 35. Well, not 35. When I was getting to 30, I was like, because I think that time I was in a relationship and I was like, yo, we have to get this, we have to do it back fast because because at that time I wanted children. I wanted children at that time, I think. So I was like, we have to get married, so because I don't want to have a child when I'm this age. And so I was more that kind of. After that, I realized that a lot of the things that I felt pressured, it wasn't, there weren't things that I really wanted. So that period, that 7-year period, was really a time where I got to really dig deep, know myself, know what I really wanted, and learn what made me truly happy and what I wanted. You know, this the movie with Julia Roberts where she was getting married, The Runaway Bride, where not to say I was exactly like that, but where when she was with somebody, she claimed to love the things that they loved. After she ran away again from the altar, as she got to know herself, she realized that some of the things she realized, oh, I don't like my ex that way. I don't like that way. So this 7-year period was really a getting to know and realize, while I knew myself and I've always been introspective, it just like I know now that I don't want children. I didn't know that before.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay. Also, you're not pressured. Oh, my egg's drying up. Let me hurry up and find a husband and get.
No,
Okay.
no. I don't feel that pressure. And also because I have that belief in abundance, I don't believe in scarcity. So at the end of the day, I believe that what is for me will be mine once I put in the work. Once I commit, I believe that the universe will assist.
Okay, I like that. Online dating is not the new norm. Are you willing to try that?
I am. I have tried. I
You
went
have?
on
What has your experience been like?
Match.com years ago during that 7-year period. I went on Match.com because I thought that yes, I was ready to start dating, but I really wasn't. When I actually went on it, I realized I wasn't ready to start dating. I wanted.
You can't leave it like that. You have to tell it what happened.
Okay, so I went on Match.com, and then I was at that point in time I was in the States, and I remember it was a winter. So I remembered saying to myself, I'm not going on no dating. Cool. So once I realized that I didn't want it that much. If the weather was going to be a reason why I was going to go on a date, I realized that I don't really want it that much. And also I realized that I was more focused on trying to build my finances, build myself and my finances. Because when I started to think and I started to say, but if I must go on date, that means I have to go do this. I realized that dates cost money.
Yeah. You know, I have a feeling you don't want nobody though. Because you've been finding excuses.
That time was like this really cost money, and I realized it wasn't at the top of my priority. So I had to deal with my first priority, which was trying to build myself and my finances. That was the priority at that time. So yeah.
But you are open to trying out the online dating scene.
I am. I think, yes, I am. I don't have anything against online dating because, as I said, I've tried it before, even though unsuccessful because I wasn't really answering the messages and all of that. I don't know. I think for me, the back and forth small talk is I think that's the part that I would have to kind of condition myself that I have to do that. But that's the part that I really, yeah.
Yeah, because we were having this conversation before the live, and I was saying, like yourself, I really don't like the chit chat. Me, I like to do a small talk thing. But I realized with you not being able to do a face-to-face with a person, you have to do the small talk for the person to say, well, how was your day? You say, yeah, it's good enough, and you go up in another, you go up and say, but I don't like the small talk thing because we think it's a waste of time. Well, but maybe we need to reassess that how we look at small talk. So like everything else online, Stasia, we have to be careful because the online space is a dangerous space. I mean, it's good, but there are we have the bad part to it. I used to love watching this show on MTV. I think it was MTV, Catfish. And Catfish, guys, is when somebody pretend to be somebody, them build a stage video, get somebody pitch images, etc. out there. Maybe this person is married and all of that. What you feel about that? Are you scared about something like this entering the online realm?
For me, I mean, like if it's something like more serious, but if it's a situation where you put up a picture, maybe the picture is you, but the picture was you like 30 years ago. I don't look like that anymore. But you will see that on the first date, and you will just know that okay, you're not the person you said you were, and you can just decide not to go on a date again. But if it's something more serious now, like a serial psychopath or something, then whatever. But the thing is, whether in person or because you can meet somebody like you're out and somebody approaches you, it's in person, but the person can end up still being a psychopath or still being, so I mean, it really is the same thing, to be honest. When you really think, because initially, first I used to think that, oh, the online dating, whatever, whatever. But I realized that you can go out and meet somebody and the same thing happens. So,
Okay, you just have to be careful in general.
yeah.
All right, Stasia. So, in assessing the conversation, you're single, but you're in no rush to mingle. But if the minglings come along, you will accommodate it.
Yes, I will, and I will accommodate it because I am like I'm big on being happily single when you're single, but I'm also big on partnerships and the family because I really believe that the family is the foundation to building a better society because the values are passed through family. So I'm big on family. But if I don't end up having a family of my own, I have no intention to be sad and depressed.
So
If that answers the question.
Crystal is asking Stasia, what's your thoughts on dating a man with children? Is it a no-no?
At one point it was, but I have to be realistic. I'm 40. I want somebody who is 40 or older. Not to say that men 40 and older, some don't have children, but being realistic, most men 40 and older have children, at least one child. So I'm not going to write it off as a non-negotiable, like no, no, no. But yeah.
All right, Stasia. So, like yourself, what advice would you give to other singles out there right now, especially in this pandemic? I know some people will want to find a love there, and it's hard. Yeah, especially
You
now,
know
it's
what?
even harder. Yeah.
I remember when I was on campus, I was in a relationship and it didn't work out. And this guy, on a particular block, he saw that I was sad one day, and he said to me, "Don't be that damsel in distress." And I was like, "What do you mean by that?" And his response really stuck with me for the rest of my life. Because when you are the damsel in distress, when you are desperate, you attract a certain kind of man. Because you attract the kinds of men who are looking for somebody to use. He said, if you make yourself, I don't remember exactly what he said, but you become usable if people see you in a certain way. If you look desperate or if you look that sort of way, you attract a certain kind of person. So that really stuck with me for my entire life. So I'd say, one, don't be that damsel in distress. If you have to write a list of things that genuinely make you happy, do more of the things that make you happy. Do those things. If being with family and friends make you happy, you orchestrate time. You say, hey, I'm planning a games night. If you know that you like going to the river, go to the river. Do more of the things that make you happy, and really focus more on your goals, and to turn your focus away from want a man, and put your focus on making yourself better. Are you ready? Yeah, you want a man, but are you a woman as you are now? Would you date yourself? Would you want to be with you? So just focus on yourself, focus on doing the things that make you happy, focus on your goals, and trust me, within that whole journey, somebody will come.
Yeah.
Somebody will come because men are attracted to people who are going after, who love themselves, confident, going after their ambitions and goals. That's attractive.
Excellent advice. Kathy said I'm married. Oh, Kathy said she's married herself. So that's good. Excellent advice, Stasia, because a lot of women don't, a lot of singles don't realize that if you're in the stage where you just, oh, I'm single, I need a man, I need a man. But if you exude this level of confidence,
Yeah.
it attracts the kind of
Yeah.
positive energy you want.
Yeah, because if you are trust me, you see when you are desperate, you
Yes.
make the worst decisions ever. When you are desperate, you make the worst decisions ever. So try never to make a decision out of desperation. So that is one. And if you're desperate, anything come across, you will say yes to because you want a man. You clock a tick and you want a man. So don't make desperation make your decisions for you.
Crystal said, repel the jumpers. Crystal, you want to come on? Because I like it. I like where you're going. Give me a 5 minute, Crystal. Come on. Crystal, come
I
here.
know, I
Come here,
know.
Crystal. Come here, let me dry you. None of us trying to get you out before, but come let me dry you. You said repel the jumpers. What do you mean? What you talking about? But Stasia, good advice
Yeah.
though. Really, really good advice. I hope somebody inside here because when we're single we get to that stage of desperation where we think the first fish you go fishing and the first fish will latch onto your fishing rod, you draw it in because oh God, we finally get
And
out.
sometimes, desperation don't necessarily mean that you see something bad, and because you're desperate, you take it. Desperation, a desperate decision could also be you see something good, but not everything that is good for you. So if you were not desperate, you would not be fooled into choosing that good thing because you'd make a more wise decision because yes, this is good, but based on where I see my life and my future, this good thing is not good for me. It may be good for
Yeah.
somebody else, but it's not good for me. And a lot of times too, as women, we're saying, oh, we want a man who is wealthy and who not fat, him sexy and him this and him that and that. And when you look at yourself, like if you were to really be honest, you don't fit any of those things that you want the man to have. So sometimes I'm not saying that you get necessarily what you are, but what I am saying is that at least be the requirement of your requirements, no?
True.
Try to be the requirement of your requirements.
True.
So
So
work on
true.
yourself. Not to say that at whatever stage you are, you're not worthy of love and worthy of a partnership, but try to build yourself so that you meet the requirements of your requirements.
So true. So true, Stasia. Well said. Well said. Um, ladies, gents, I hope you're taking something out of what you said tonight. Well said. Stasia, I want you to stay on, okay? You say you're not looking, but I have my online dating, my fire stick lady on, and I know she's gonna come on and talk about her website, and she also has some live with Dara giveaway, and I would love to give you one of the, yeah, I would love to, set fire. Everyone that stick a bush, I'd love to set fire to your tick and see if you can find somebody. Crystal. Wait a second. Let me see if Crystal sent me the request to join. I was looking. Because Crystal, I can hook you up with one of those fire stick things. Hey, we're calling it sister.
I want you to know.
No, I don't understand how she gets so quiet after we tell her to come out and Stasia. But Stasia, thank you so much. Great advice. Great advice. I know you say you're not looking. I hope you find that person though. And of course, well, you will because you know what you're looking for.
Right.
A lot
I'm
of
not
us out
looking,
there
but
don't know
I'm
what we're looking for.
open. I
Huh?
am open. I'm saying I'm not necessarily, oh, I need to, but I'm open.
So hold on, say that again. Guys, listen now. Go ahead, Stasia. Cue Stasia.
So I'm saying that I'm not looking at things, but I'm open. I'm open. I will go on dates and I will see where those dates lead to.
Thank you so much, Stasia. I wish for you all the best. Let's see what happens.
Thank
Come
you.
update live with Dara when you do find that person. If you find that person, you know,
No, tips.
should be
Okay.
interesting. All right, Stasia, later.
Yeah, man.
Thank you so much for coming
Um,
on. Hold on.
you
All right,
have
so
to
I'm
put it
trying.
off for me.
Okay, all right, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's. Wait, let me look at Mr. Crystal. Hold on there. Did I see a request for Crystal to come on? Let me look good. Crystal Menasio, where you gone? Where you gone? Okay, Janet. So, unfortunately, guys, tonight I had some other persons lined up to come on to talk to us about their experience being single, their experience in the dating world. But I mean, not everybody is bold enough to come on and talk, and it's something whatever can go wrong with. So I'm not having them lined up tonight to come on. But if you are on and you want to talk about your experience being single, and then what's happening and would you do the online thing, let's talk. In the meantime, I'm going to try to get my fire stick lady because listen, this is so interesting. Can you imagine having a local website that you can meet people, meet Jamaicans in Jamaica, people in the Caribbean, and people in the diaspora, that you can meet those people. Because, I mean, I remember once I went on Tinder, maybe go on the fast, really and truly, we did just one fast to see who was on it. And I don't know, Janet. Hold on, let me send you the thing. I'll send you a request, Janet. Yeah, man. So I went on just to fast, and most of the people that were on it are just like some, you know, like older persons. No, nobody will really pique your interest like that. And then people that more look for, they're more along the catfish line, if you understand what I'm saying. So, as I say, hey Janet, Janet, Janet,
Hi,
I love your necklace. Let me see your outfit. What you have on, right? Yes,
red.
girl. Yeah, yeah.
You know, I had on
Cheers.
another color when I saw you were wearing red. I decided to wear red.
Cheers, darling. Cheers.
Check,
Cheers
oh
to
Lord, I
you.
must get my wine.
You forget it? But make sure you
Yes,
carry tonight because Mr. Moan,
no,
when you don't
wine.
turn the thing,
I have
huh?
wine. I do
Huh?
have wine, but
You
I forgot to bring it to the table.
it's okay. It's okay. Well, you bring other things to the table, more interesting stuff. Janet Silvera is the founder of the new dating site firestick.com. But Janet, before we go into the whole fire stick thing, right? Which I'm
Yes.
very excited about. I have a few questions for you. First of all, let's just set the record clear. Are you a relationship coach, relationship expert?
No, 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 I'm not. I'm a woman who is trying to find a man like all the other women that I
Oh,
hope
wait a second.
will start up on Fastic. Yes, I'm a woman who has had experience in relationships. I know a little bit about what to look for. You know, I know what a relationship audit is. If you're in it for a little while and you realize it's not going anywhere, I know that it's time for me to move on to something else. I know all of that out of
Uh-huh.
experience.
Uh-huh.
My issue is I'm no expert.
Okay.
And I
But
hope
based
to
on the
become an
experience,
expert one day, you know.
eh?
I hope to become an expert.
Okay, but based
Yeah.
on the knowledge that you have, you can help others because you
Yeah,
have
man,
been
and
helping
it
others.
qualifies me.
Mhm,
I think it qualified me to start the dating app, the dating site.
mhm. So you're not a matchmaker, but speaking to you, you were saying you have helped others to form some kind of partnership. Tell me about that.
I didn't hear that. Go again.
So you're not a matchmaker, but
Hmm.
having friends, you realize that you're able to help friends to do the
Oh yes,
connection.
and a lot of my friends over the years have come to me for advice, and I've set up a lot of people together. And it was talking about relationships constantly. Why a friend of mine who is a divorcee, a male friend of mine that is, approached me and said he thought that I should start a dating site.
Mm-hmm.
Many women have also come to me and said that they think I should start a dating site. So I
Mm-hmm.
was encouraged by a lot of people before starting what I've started.
All right. So yeah, you have a whole heap of single people out there. Whole heap, Janet. And especially
Lord have
now,
mercy.
not tell you them plenty. And especially now with COVID, you know, get out there for meet nobody. So you know the singleness gone up because those undecided people, when we say undecided, the side chicks or the whatever, they are kind of
Mhm.
in the single thing because they don't get their attention as much now, right?
No,
What are you picking up on the ground from people in terms of the singleness out there?
people are very lonely. They are lonely. Some people have reached a stage of desperation. It's not easy. We're in a pandemic and you wake up in the mornings, there's nobody in your bed. You go home in the evenings, there's nobody to go home to nor come home to you. So people are lonely.
Remember the rain the other day, about one month of rain. Janet, are you single? Are you
Yeah?
single, Janet? You single?
Yes, I am single now.
Oh, you managed to the rain the other day.
I am not managing very well, but I've become very careful.
Ah! What you mean? Girlie, what you mean?
Dara, man, sure. You
So
expect me to tell
listen,
you everything?
Janet,
Eh?
you can help the people them know until they
No,
come and
you know
until they
something
come and
that
buy a stick, you have
one
to help
has to
them.
learn how to satisfy themselves, particularly at a time like this. So
Uh-huh.
that's as far as I'll go. You can't sit down and think that, okay, it's raining out there and you need to relieve yourself and you don't do it.
You have to help yourself.
Of course, you have to
Yes.
learn to help yourself.
Ah, so we did a poll recently, right? To ask persons if they're single and what they were looking for. A lot of people say, yeah, them single. I like this one particular person said she looking for a rich man who is very handsome and something like who can take care of her. Do you find that a lot of these people are reaching, reach overreaching? If you want, if that's a good word to use.
And Jamaicans on a whole, we're picky. We're looking for, we're trying to go to heights that we cannot make it, in other words.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing I've noticed about us in Jamaica, in other places in the world, a
Mm-hmm.
CEO will date a waitress or a bartender. In Jamaica,
That
that
not
is not
happen.
happening. It's part of our culture. And
Mm-hmm.
I honestly believe that sometimes you can grow with your partner. So your partner might not be up to your standard in the beginning, but you can lift that partner. Mark, some of these partners, when you lift them up, them leave you. But
Yeah.
those are chances that you have to take in life.
Janella asking these questions. What have you learned
What
over the
Janela
years?
asked?
She asked, "What have you learned over the years about relationship?" Tell the things then, Janet.
I have learned that you cannot, under any circumstances, decide that you're going to keep tabs on any man that you're with. Because if a man wants to cheat on you, he is going to use any opportunity that he gets and he's going to cheat on you.
Mm-hmm.
I have learned that it is important to love. It doesn't matter if that love whoever you're with when you're with that person. Because for me, that is what is going to satisfy my soul. So I'm not going to shy away from love. So when I love, I love. And I can leave a man. Hi, Victoria. And when I leave a man, I leave a man. I can tell you that clear, straight up.
No
And
itchings.
and I've told myself over the years that when I leave the man, it's literally as if the man has died. Right. So that is what I soothe myself with when I'm out of a relationship. So, and that also helps me not to go back into the relationship because sometimes you look back
Yeah.
and it was so good and you can't deal with it. So I also ensure that I'm busy. I'm constantly doing things that helps me to heal. Because if you become complacent and you start being alone, and that is why a lot of people are probably in so much pain during COVID, because you're alone at home a lot of times. You have nobody to talk to. Only thing you have maybe is Netflix. And so you start to internalize. You remember the good times you used to have with that person. And if you're not careful, you might call that person over. So I try to ensure that I don't get that way. So those are some of the things that I have learned over the years, Janella.
Janet, do you think people really know what they want?
In a sense, after a while, after having a number of relationships, you get to know what you want. It is possible, yes.
You said something there, a number of relationships. So
yes, I've had many.
No, man,
so I can talk for myself. You're talking about other people, yes, okay. Yes, yeah. I believe that a lot of times you really don't know what you want. And also, you must never ever use one relationship to judge the other. One person you're with to look for that in the other person. But yes, you should know or at least have an idea of what you're looking for in a relationship. For me, I'm looking for a man with headspace. I'm looking for a man who is going to be able to make me laugh. Even not necessarily have to have no big money, because I've achieved a lot of what I would like to achieve in life. So I'm not necessarily looking for that in a relationship. I'm looking for honesty and decency and respect. Because if a man disrespects me because of another woman, that is it.
This question is being asked. What are some, so you mentioned one, what are some of the non-negotiables for you, now that you're single and ready to mingle? What are some of the things that get us not put up with? Disrespect, of course, you mentioned that.
Me not putting up with a man who have him wife, me and another woman. That's
no,
what me not putting. No, me not putting up with that, definitely. I'm also not going to put up with a man who I understand to be a user. Because you can find out when a man is really using you. Man who comes in and everywhere you go, he wants you to pay. There are Jamaican men who are like that, by the way.
Listen,
yes. No, you never used to be like that.
Yeah.
But they don't like that. They want you to pay. Me not putting up with that. They want you to pay. The possibility exists, that you can pay sometimes. But don't spoil the man. Let him play his role as the man. I still believe, and I tell my son every day, that he should take charge of his house. He should be the breadwinner in his house. I believe that once that falls down, then the woman will start disrespecting the man. So those are some of the things that are non-negotiable for me.
Another question being asked.
I know man now coming for me at 5 o'clock in the morning. Non-negotiable.
No man, that has him come to sleep and not come to spend time with you, Janet. So
yeah, you will come home at 5 and tell us that they come from the bar. Don't leave the bar at 5 o'clock.
Just stay there.
Don't leave the bar.
This question, Janet, have you ever met somebody, right, who wasn't your type, and you turned on the person, but after you're thinking that maybe you should give them a time, you should give them a chance?
Hmm. I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall, no.
Okay.
Um, if a man is not my type, the man is just not my type,
Mm-hmm.
to be honest with you. I don't recall, but it's possible that I may have given a man a chance after I've turned him down because
Mm-hmm.
I felt he wasn't my type.
Right.
Because you never know, something might happen wherein you were wrong, eh?
Mm-hmm.
And then you find out more about this person and you realize that, ah, could make a try with him.
Okay. And it leads me to my next question. People in their quest to find a man or a woman with all the qualities, the list of qualities that they have, sometimes miss the boat because them say, okay, them don't fit this one, so we're not bothering it. Do you think people should relax their qualities, so the qualities that they look for
Yeah,
in
you
a
have to
partner?
make compromise.
Huh?
You have to make some type of compromise.
Mm-hmm.
There is no perfect person. So if you, in fact, I don't know if I want to have no list at all as it relates to relationships. I want happiness. That is probably the most important thing for me in life. Happiness. And if that man makes me happy, and if he is able to communicate with me, because I get very embarrassed too by a man who I might be with other friends and that man doesn't know how to speak properly. That sort of embarrasses me. Yes, yes, it does. I've dated men before who their education level wasn't at my level, and I've gone out with them and felt a little cute. Yeah.
That kind of sticky, Janet. Because you know what, I look down upon a man and say, yo, you know,
So
well,
the
I'm telling
artistic
you,
body,
it's
you be
important.
correcting the poor men. And it's not good for you to be correcting persons all the time. Like them pronounce something wrong and you did it, um correct them all the time. No, it don't make no sense. So me
Um,
sort of me won't go down on that one. To be honest with you, I would prefer to have a man who can titillate my brain.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so him can ugly, but he must be intelligent.
Well, I mean, not fussy about looks too tough either. I'm not worried about a man looking because I mean, I like pretty boys. I
Ah,
don't. I
okay.
like when I was younger, the man's ass was the most important thing. I would look at a man from behind,
You're an
and if
ass
his
girl?
buttocks look good, that was what I want. And a man who smells good was more important. I could get turned on by a cologne. So those things, a man who smells good, looks, his body is, fit and nice is fine with me. Me not fuss about the
That's true.
face.
That's true. Me like a man who cook. Me like a man who can cook. That's a turn on. Because I love my belly. So, it's, yeah. Janet, somebody was asking this question. What do you think about the idea of your ex becoming your best friend?
It's tricky, because, old fire stick easy to catch. It's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? And so it depends on the strength of your new relationship, how solid that is, how impenetrable that relationship is.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I would have my man being friends or best friends with his former partner. I don't know if I could deal with that. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I don't like it.
Me like when them can cook too. It's true, Stasia. I think it's so sexy when a man can cook. Cause the way them say the way to a man's heart is through his belly, the way to my heart is through my belly. No itchings, no itchings, Janet. Okay, Janet, let's go to Fire Stick. Yo, me
All
like
right.
it. I am so excited about it. I'm really, you hear about the Tinder, and you hear about the Match.com, and you hear about the eHarmony, all them something there. No, you
And
have
I've been
to
on them. You know, I've been on Tinder. I've
how
been
is
on
that?
eHarmony. Yeah, man, I've been on Tinder, but I find that Tinder, men are looking for sex. They're not looking for relationships. It's a hookup site. For me, that's what I find they are looking for. And also, I don't think that Tinder had the kind of securities in it because a lot of the men, in the beginning that was, maybe it has changed now. You'd find men with photographs and it really wasn't them.
That's it.
So,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. So I came off Tinder. I was on eHarmony. But I had a problem with eHarmony owing to the fact once the men found out I was Jamaican, living in Jamaica, they automatically thought that I would be scamming them.
Oh,
Or
they thought you were a
reputation
scammer.
Jesus, and I didn't feel like they had enough of a variety of men, colored men on their site. You said something just now, Dara. What was it
No,
you said?
man, you were saying that those sites saw Jamaican women as scammers.
Yeah. That's why
Oh,
we need our own site.
so,
We, the
and it comes to
Caribbean
what I'm
people,
saying
need our
now.
own site. We
So
need
that's
our
why you
own site.
started yours.
Exactly why I started FIYAH. Let me just spell it because everybody has spelled it wrong way. You know, it's not good to have a site where people are spell it the wrong way, you know. But that's how I go. I think eventually people get the gist of it. It's Jamaican in the true sense of the word. It's patois, FIYAH, fire, stick, STICK.com.
Stasia said, them things say you might want your green card. Anybody ever said that to
Yeah,
you?
no, they have never said it to me, but between me and you, automatically, that's what people think. A lot of people don't know enough about us in Jamaica. Some of them don't know that we don't want to live in America. They think that everybody wants to leave this country, go live in America or the UK or Canada. So they think that we're looking for visas. So most times when I start a conversation with a man, me tell him I've been to about 70 different countries. So that
Hey.
automatically that's out of the way. We're not looking at green card. You understand me? That I
Yes.
think also helps me.
So you start this firestick.com in a pandemic.
Yes.
Channel.
Yeah, because me want people to understand that they can date online and they can do so much. Them can have online breakfast and dinner. Each of them will cook over a video chat. Yes, you could be cooking with your, listen, you say you love cook? You say you love a man who cook? You
Janet,
could
me
be,
can't cook over female than me over
yeah,
by
I
and look
understand,
at
but
it.
I'm saying with social distancing, with online dating, you might not get a chance to meet the man just yet. When you start a thing, when you become involved, when you play games, video games and video chat, when you send love letters and go back to the old days now, email and mail and take an online cooking class together, all sorts of things, dress up and watch movie, you can all have movie night. See like how me you there talk right now? So much can be done online. People just need to give online an opportunity and stop being stuck in the past, wherein it must be the traditional way of dating. No, you have to go with
Because
the times.
because the way that they're used to is the dating where you do the rub up on the ray and the tay. But now we gone back to the old days where you wine and dine the woman first before you even see what's between her leg. And I hope that people can't get to that point.
Listen to me now. Exactly that we gone back to. Courting, and that's its name. Courtship.
Alright. So we always hear the saying, every O of them stick a bush. If you don't know what that means, there's somebody for everybody out there. So tell me
It
how you
is.
came up with a fire stick. Is it along that line?
Yes, it is. It's along that line. In addition to, even though old fire stick, easy to catch fire stick was always somebody who is going to be in your life, right? A partner. So also the fire, in us as a people. You see two of us there red tonight. We're hot. We're
Yes,
hot people. In other words, we're a hot-blooded nation. And throughout the
opposite
Caribbean,
accents.
it's the same. You go everywhere else, the people in the rest of the region are like us. They may not want to admit it, but that is the case. Where, so for me, and also as a child, I used to play hot fire, if you call it. Everything about fire stick for me was Jamaican. I wanted to, and so that is how it came about. Unfortunately, I had to use a European company to build the website because they build dating websites. So for me, the website is not enough. It's not Jamaican enough for me. And I'm going to try my very best to change some of the colors to get it to be a little more Caribbean, give it that feel. But we just start. So we ask people to give you a chance to get to where we need to be. You understand? We launched on Wednesday night and it has been overwhelming. In fact, it looked like it
Hold on, let me. We have build up to that.
Oh, sorry.
Because you mentioned something earlier, and it is so important to me. The issue of online security, Janet. The catfish thing. The people them who have them wife and them pick me a yard and come up on your firestick.com, come talk about them single and ready to mingle. All these things. How is there anything built into your site?
Well, we have we're putting facial recognition. 1, 2. We already have a lot of security features. For instance, when you pay directly to PayPal, so we cannot see your credit card information or your debit card information. However, I suggest at all times, because there is not 100% guarantee for anybody. Once you meet somebody online, get to know them. You know how I used to find out about people on eHarmony said them no go so? Are them not who them said them be?
How?
Once you hear them on the phone, sometimes, for instance, I was talking to a man on eHarmony who said he was from some European country, and by the time we hear him voice, we know he's a Jamaican. Yeah, because we have certain ways in which we talk, like certain things like, yeah, man, is a Jamaican thing. And so sometimes when even a Jamaican is trying to scam you, you will be able to decipher that, but that is a Jamaican. The accent might be a little different, but the intonations, the different expressions that they use always gives them away. So what you have to do when you go online to date is you have to try to get to know people. What you should also do when you're giving out your telephone number to people, and I just learned this recently and I'm going to let me hot on it, but you see all the WhatsApp calls you're making, don't let everybody see your picture. There's a thing on WhatsApp, you can go to settings and only people in your contact can have access to your photos. Because people will go on your WhatsApp, take off your photograph and use it.
Yes.
So these are things that you have to be aware of.
Yes, Janet. Those are some of the things. Use your image, use your pictures to create a totally different profile, etc., etc. People either go on out there and you have to be very, very careful, because that's an issue. That's a concern for me, Janet, as it relates to this online thing and online dating, because you open yourself up in order to know the person. You're actually opening yourself, telling the person information, and that person can be using that information to use.
But hear me now. You see, all right, let me tell you something too. You see, when they steal other people's photographs, the quality is not the same. That when they upload it, the quality is very poor. One, so you have to look for those things. Another thing that happens, you're to let them send you photographs, other photographs of you. Because, okay, I signed up with a photograph of me here. But what about the rest of my life? Find out if you get involved with somebody, you let them send you photographs, a lot of other photos. If they were using somebody else's photograph, then can't send you other photographs. It's just you have to know how the thing works, or what to look for. And we will do a lot of those things. On our website, on our platform, we will give advice as to what person should look for as it relates to scamming and people using other people's profile to get into their lives.
Because you know your website, because it's a local website. People may be afraid because of the whole thing, the scamming thing.
Understandable, understandable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm hoping that none of that will happen, but we know where we live. We know what our people are about, eh?
Mm-hmm.
We know that there are people in the society that will do certain things. And what I also want for this site is I want people from the UK, Canada, and and um and the United States, Jamaicans in the diaspora. The Jamaican men in America will tell you anytime, Lord, me da like a nice girl from Jamaica, you know.
I'm excited about that, Janet, because can you
Them,
imagine
them tell you that straight up. Them
the search in
whenever
Jamaica
them can't defend the
limited.
woman. Huh?
The search in Jamaica is so limited. So I'm so
I
excited that
know.
you touch that those in the UK, in Canada, in the United States, in the Caribbean. So you've actually widened the search for a Jamaican woman looking for a man, somebody who is in tune with her culture. Well, when I say her, he or she, with the person's culture, which is absolutely fabulous.
Exactly.
So this online thing you say can't work.
Of course it can work. Then me not have much friends who find them husband and wives online. Several.
Eh? Well,
I don't think they'd want me to tell you their names, but I can tell you
no.
of their situations and where they are today. I
Tell
have a
me.
friend who lives in Italy. She met her husband online. They were living in Canada at one time. They were living in Germany and LA. And now they're but he's big in the US Army. And now they live in Italy. I have another friend who met another man online and they're living in Canada now. I lose a lot of friends to online relationships because they meet these men,
Really?
they get married, they leave Jamaica, and they don't come back because those relationships work out for them because they're not looking for these handsome men that we're all looking for. They're looking for men with more than that, more substance than looks.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just, I mean, finding that person going below the surface, you're saying.
Yes, man, because you cannot. There's more to a man than what his face looks like. There's far more to a woman than what her face looks like as
Or
well,
her body. Mm-hmm.
or her body.
Mm-hmm. No worry, Janela. Stasia get bust tonight. We have put her on Janet Fire Stick. Janet, so going into this now, so
Yeah.
your advice, I want you to give some advice to persons who may now be thinking, oh, yo, you know, this is something I could try. What advice would you give to them in going the route in terms of putting out their information? That's one thing. Be genuine, of course. But what other advice would you give to them as they venture into the world of online dating?
Well, one thing you should bear in mind is your first month or so, don't expect to find anyone. You need to get on the site, be on it for a little while, learn about it a little bit more, talk to a few men, don't go with the first one that you meet. You know what I mean? Try and get to know as many men as possible or women on the site before you decide or you choose that this is the one that I want to spend the rest of my life with. You know what I mean? So what we have done on the site as well is to encourage people to do like a 3 month or a 6 months instead of a 1 month. And but we know it's new, so persons might be reluctant to do like more than a month, but we don't think that within a month you're likely to necessarily find that person.
Don't rush.
No, give yourself time.
So the website was launched on Wednesday. What has
Correct.
the response been like? I want to know what my Caribbean people are saying. What's about the people in the diaspora?
Well, I'm not sure who is from the diaspora from who not because it does. I've been overwhelmed. I'm being honest with you. There have been so many people who have gone on the site or have registered on the site. And but the majority of the people who have registered are from Jamaica. I've seen people from Canada, New York, Florida. Don't recall seeing anybody from the rest of the Caribbean islands, but I've seen many people, and the majority, maybe 90% of the people that I've seen on the site are from Jamaica. And on the first night, I think we crashed because some people couldn't get to sign on because there was so much traffic going to the site. And you know, with technology, a lot of people don't understand it, you know. But you see, technology, we still not master it. So you're gonna have those types of issues.
Yeah, man. You just don't know. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen for our website. So what are you doing to get get more persons in the Caribbean involved?
Well, we have been on a media tour all week, and that has been local media. Then we will do the Caribbean in the next 2 weeks. We're also placing a number of ads, sponsored ads on social media, etc. And we're doing, as I said, interviews throughout the region.
Okay. All right. So let's go now to how it works. So I'm interested in coming on Fire Stick, right? Tell me
go to www. I'm sorry.
Go on, Julie.
I apologize. I'm so sorry.
No,
www.firestick, stick.com. Go on to Firestick. You'll see whether or not you should sign in. If you have already signed in, then it tells you sign in. But if you're registering for the first time, you click on register. It tells you that if you're a man looking for a woman or a woman looking for a man.
Okay. Talk about the money now.
Oh, well. we have various packages, and there's no package that has gone over $15.99.
Oh, that's reasonable.
The premium package. Yes, it's quite reasonable. Yes. We wanted to make it
in Jamaican terms, that's
per month, right? Pardon me?
In Jamaican, that's less than $3,000.
Yeah, about that, yeah.
Not bad, Janet. Not bad to invest $3,000 to find a man or a woman.
No, not bad at all. I would say quite reasonable.
So you are.
We know that it's hard times as well, you know, and that people are earning as much. So we wanted to attract as many people as possible and give persons an opportunity to meet on our site.
And on the site, of course, you upload you upload one image or you upload images. How does it work in terms of that? And
when you start out, you upload one image. You can upload other images throughout.
And then what they do, you'll have conversations with the person.
Yes,
on the site, or you take it outside.
Well, it depends, because if you have the premium package, for instance, it gives you more opportunity. Your profile will be like the profile that most people will see, because it gives you preference. And you are also allowed various other things on the site as a premium package person in comparison to a regular or me.
All right, Janet. I'm excited. I
hope you're excited.
No,
I hope you're excited.
I can't, because that would be false advertising. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm sorry, honey. I don't want you to get in any trouble.
Yeah, it will be false advertising, and you don't want that. And I hope people who are genuinely single will take advantage of this. I hope them people there who just lie and have them wife or them husband and them yard, nobody do it to come mess up nobody's brain right now. Because this time people lonely and need partnership. Done.
Well, I want to tell you something, Dara. You're not going to escape that. I saw a lot of married men on Tinder. So
Mm. Yeah, I went on it. I went on it too fast. So yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Okay, so you're not gonna escape that.
Mm-mm.
So I'm not discriminating against anyone. I'm just saying to people, do your thing and be careful what you do. Get to know people before you get involved.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, Janet. So as you wrap up, what would you like to tell the livers about plastic and what they need to
That
do?
people, I want to end your loneliness. I want to ensure that
Yes, say
you
that
are able
again.
to.
They need to know that, you know, the more rainfall must catch them lonely. Eh? In this COVID time, loneliness done. Tell them again.
No, it's not the time to be lonely. That's what I know. What I do know is that it is safe to date online. It is relatively safe. So why not try it? It can't take anything out of you. Start dating online by going to firestick.com.
Yes, Janet. Yes, I thank you so much. Now
And
I
I
know,
created it for you Jamaicans, so I'm expecting you Jamaicans to support me because I did it for you. It has
you know,
nothing to do with money. For instance, I wasn't looking to make a fortune or anything like that. I hope eventually that I'll make money from the site. But it has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with the fact that so many people have been coming to me and saying to me, we can't find a mate. I'm hoping that a lot of people will leave and have found someone on 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 the site.
on fasting. Yeah,
Dara, you
man.
have to let me go.
One, I don't know why you want to run and they're talking
I
about,
got to go.
but
I have
I know
I
you're
have
doing
to
your
go. Oh
mind.
my God.
But before you go, Janet, so
Yes.
I was saying I don't normally do giveaways on my live. And I know you have a giveaway. Janet, I say great morning, Janet. I know you have a giveaway in terms of I'm nominating Tasia for one of
I,
the memberships.
yes, I am losing. Okay, fine. I lost you just now because I think your internet is acting up. Can you hear me, Dara?
Oh, yes, when I'm hearing you.
Hello?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, what did you say before?
Yes, so I'm saying, you see, because I want people to find love, I've
Oh
actually
yes, I'm
asked
willing
you.
to give a 3 month complimentary membership. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to give that away on your show this evening.
Yes, and of course you'll give them. But I'm nominating Stasia because she has come forward. I know others. When we make two, so I give Stasia one, and I'm hoping throughout the night we'll find somebody else to give the other
All
one to
right,
because
no
we
problem.
want people
I'll
to
give you
find love
two.
this year, don't?
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. All right,
Definitely.
Janet. All right,
Take
Janet.
care of yourself.
Thank you so much for coming on. You hear?
All the best.
All
Bye.
right, take care. Bye bye. Yes, people. So you see, we have one more, and I think you must take advantage of it. Imagine, you know, unstoppable. You have, we know everybody wants it. Everybody wants it. I know. So let's see now who will come on and talk about their surge. I know. I mean, I think it's really good. It's really good. You're getting a 3 month membership to find that partner. Isn't that awesome? That is absolutely awesome. Janella, do me a favor, Janella. You're here. Let's watch in the comments, and I'm going to ask you at the end of this live to select somebody for me who you believe should get this membership to go on Fire Stick and find them Fire Stick. All right. Let me see something now. I have some requests coming in here for um I will go to Sandy. Sandy is one of those one who was supposed to come on earlier to talk to us about it. But if you are interested in coming on, listen, that's how you get to do that. Oh, what kind of hairstyle did you have? No, look here. What is going on with your hair?
It's my bedtime. It's nighttime in New York and it's cold.
No, but look here, you can't come on. Remember, so we're trying to hook you up with a man, no, you know.
Dara, Dara.
All right, what? How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am great. I am hoping that you can get one of that membership to go find your Fire Stick on firestick.com. How has it
You
been?
do one.
By the way, you single?
Yes, I am.
No, me not understand that.
Actively, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Okay.
It's been
And
a
what's going? What? Wait,
it
before
has been
you.
a while.
Janela, them a put you under pressure. Why is everybody at Janela? It would be nice to give a guy this thing, but I don't know. The guys aren't coming forward to talk about their singleness. I don't know. But let's get back to Sandy because throughout tonight, I'm hoping that we can do some matchmaking, and maybe tonight you'll find that person, Sandy. Yeah. So let's talk about you and your singleness. What one for you?
Well, I am here indulge myself in work. I work. This is the first night I'm off in like 15 days. I always
Oh,
work. Yeah.
so.
I
Sandy, she say you're not sure. She say you're not sure. You're not sure.
yes, I am. Yes,
How
I
long have you
am.
been single? How long have you been
Uh,
single?
a year.
A year and
I
a
chose.
half. I don't know if it's my internet or yours, but somebody breaking up.
No, it's. I don't know. I'm hearing you. It's a
Okay.
year and a half.
Oh, you're
I
single
was
for a year?
in here and come to realize that it was not for me. And it's a Jamaican.
Hold on.
Jamaican.
Many forget this sure. Everybody I say you're not sure, right? But let me just get this clear. So just say that again. You were a year and a half ago, you were in a relationship with a man who so happens to be a Jamaican. You are a Jamaican living in the NYC. And what happened?
Living here in NYC too, but I come to realize that he was not for me.
Why? What
He
happened?
wanted things that I refused to do.
Freaky deaky.
So I said,
Hold on.
besides,
Hold
after church.
on. What did he want?
I can't say it on your life, Dara. This is not
Why?
real life.
Up here, big
That
people
would
up on here.
no, that would be for your last week's story.
No, the bedroom bulletin. No, man. It just you don't have to go into the details of it. But what you said that he wanted things that you weren't able to give him. What
Yeah,
is it that he wanted?
he for one to have his cake and eat it, and it was so.
All right, let me ask
And
my people in the live. Wanna tell me if you not hear Sandy's story or not? Because me not hear it and me want to hear it because this is very interesting. Me not get it. Tell the things then. You hear her, Janela? What is she saying? Tilt down the camera a little bit, Sandy. Let them see you. Let them see. Good up. Yes, good. Yeah.
here,
No worry about you here. Oh, they say you're breaking up. So it's not me, it's you. They say you're breaking up.
my internet is fine.
All right. So say it again now. So let's go from from the top. So let me take a sip off of my wine because this is about to get interesting. Lord of God. I said one of my friends that said, Lord of God. Let me take a sip. Mm. Yes.
Okay.
So you were in a
Ready?
relationship. You were in a
Yes.
relationship a year and a half ago. You were in a relationship. And you
Yes.
broke up with a person because he wanted to do things that you were not.
Things that I don't want to talk about, but like, all right, so he was like living a double life, unbeknownst to me. And then at one point he took my vehicle one evening at 6, that he didn't take it back until 2 in the morning. When I went to get my vehicle,
What kind of evidence? What woman did in there?
November of 2019, and I just, that was it. No, she's never in there. Evidence is in there.
How long were you with this person?
About 2 years.
Oh, so you were with this person for 2 years. So you go search for the vehicle tonight?
Well, he brought back the key, but I didn't go outside to get it. He dropped off the key, and then when the morning now, when I was going to work, I went to the car, found stuff.
What? What did you find?
Stuff. My car, how I set things in the vehicle, they were ransacked.
No, Sandy, I break up and the story here because people need to learn. People need to learn. So you said, let me try and draw you a little bit. So you say you found stuff in the vehicle and your vehicle, it was ransacked. So that means then they are going with things in your vehicle. They use your vehicle as a bedroom.
Say it again, I'm not hearing you.
They used your vehicle as like a bedroom. That's what you say?
Yeah, I found things in my vehicle. So I decided that that was it. No. Like, you know, like you find like here, earth.
Here.
It was a, yeah.
Oh, so that,
Mm-hmm.
why them say your Wi-Fi
So
is shaky? And your story is so interesting because I was a woman. I go
let
to
me,
meeting.
because I'm not hearing you.
Okay, you sort it out for me. You want to sort it out and then hook up back with me? Let me have you sort it out and then you send me back the invite. All right, so I removed her for her to sort out her Wi-Fi. And then I'll get back to her. But you see, Lord of mercy, me telling you about, you have your wine? We have over there. Take a sip from me. Lord of God. Mm-hmm. I don't want to find out, Kathy. I want to know because you see, as we need to educate ourselves, so we could be looking for the same thing too. You know, maybe we need to find out what it is because maybe we not look for it. So Sandy, when you fix your Wi-Fi, you link me up back. Let me see. Dara, are you single? What do you mean? What do you mean? Let me see who else is on. Come on, come talk to me, Leslie. Let's talk about you're single. Are you single? Let's talk about it. Because as I tell you, I have a giveaway tonight, which is a membership. Yes, Janella, our story sounds very interesting. We really need to get it right. Because you know, in hearing other people's story, we can learn from it, and that's how we grow. And you know, you can go looking at your vehicle and see if you see anything inside there that you may need that's out of place. We can learn from these things, you know. We really can learn from this. I've known Sandy for years, by the way, guys. So let me just tell you that. Sean, you're saying, but on a serious note, I've been single for over 3 years. We know say in Jamaica you have a lot of nice single men, you know, who really looking for that partner. But it's difficult. I must tell you, guys and gals, it's very difficult because nowadays the whole dating landscape just changed up. Now it's about what you can do for me. You know, it's not let's see how we can build a relationship. It's where you carry to it. It's more about the material things. So, you know, like get to experience the whole thing of the courting and all of that. And I love that. And then Janet mentioned this thing now where the man them, I expect the woman them to like pay for dates and then something there. And that's how me grow. Me not them something there. If a man want to carry me out on a date, he make sure say him pay. And he make sure he say, Dara, Sean, call Sean please. Me and if Sean want come on, a lot of the men don't want come on. I don't know why. He's single for 3 years. Yeah, Janella. Not a lot of them don't want to come on. I don't know why. I don't know. Um, Donald, why you don't come on? Donald is my neighbor. And Donald is tall, dark, and handsome. Right? And Donald is single. But every Saturday night he watch and don't want to come on. And he has a great voice. So we could hear a lot. I don't know why the men, they're so shy to come on and talk the things there. We say, I don't know. But we need to learn as individuals, and it's through a conversation that we will know all of these things. Let me see who is on now. I say Ras Mike on, and let me go and see if he's on still, just to find out what's going on in single. Guys, send me a request. Send me a request to go live and let's talk. Let's talk about this thing. Because tell Donald to let us. He's not gonna come on. Me know Donald, he will not come on. You know what he will do? Donald will come off the live. He's not gonna come on. Before him come on this, he's gonna come off the live and talk to him Wi-Fi and give issues. Yeah man, Donald is about 6'6", and Donald have the Johnny Bravo body. Yeah. And he might work because he works out and all, So, but he's not gonna come on. I can tell you that. He's not coming on. Because him every day. Alright, so I'm waiting this person not coming on. Oh, Sandy, you're back? Send me the request to go live, Sandy. Let's get this started. Let's get it started because we need to help some people. Single are single, but Kathy, I don't know the man's bedroom. You say a mix up? I do not know the man's bedroom. I don't know what's going on with there. I was near the window. Okay, so send me the request, Sandy, or let me send you so we can resume our conversation. Sandy. Shoot, it's not coming up. It's not coming up. You will have to send me because it's not coming up. I'm not able to get you on, unfortunately. Oh, let me see. Yeah, you're on now. You are on now. Yes, Kathy, I don't, single, not sexing. Oh, that's you, Sean.
Now,
Y'all change position. Yes.
yeah, because I was the window.
Okay.
You hearing me?
Okay. So we are back to the stage now where the man took your vehicle from in the evening and he never come back till 2 in the morning. And then when you went out there, you saw evidence in the vehicle.
Yeah.
And we were asking you, wait a man, and we were asking you, what kind of evidence you find in the vehicle?
Yeah, I find like women here. I saw stuff that I left in my car because we like teddy bears and them something there in my car. And they were all on the floor. And then I found some letters for him that he claimed that he went to his mother to get. And those letters were on the floor on the passenger side, dropping almost out the door. And he couldn't look me in my face when I asked him about it. And he jumped and said me, I think all kind of things and whatever. And I just know that there was somebody in the vehicle. So he went away with the girl. That night I called him 34 times. He never answered his phone.
34.
Yep. And 34 times.
Some serious,
and he never answered his vehicle. So after that, I decided So
do you hear me?
I was in church before.
Yeah,
I
when
just
you
say
call somebody 34 times.
Yeah, it was a whole lot. And I said, from that, I just say, all right, I'll do it myself. I'll just go it alone. I have not been with anybody. I mean, people out there like me. I find that it is hard to find a man in New York. Because the first thing they ask is where you work, and then they want to know where you drive.
How much money I make?
Yeah, how much money I make. And in New York, if you work on Long Island, them sources that say you work a bag of money because the island's job they say is better. Either you work on the islands or you work in Manhattan. So them want your money. Them want you must drive to come pick them up, drop them off. So none about it. And then I went back into church. So I say, no, leave out the little sex part if you and just go on to me. So I bury myself in work.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So what
um
happened to in the church?
not the church. I
No,
don't
but
I
church met about the church brothers.
men.
Yeah.
No. We hear too much horror story about churchmen too.
Oh.
Since then I've not actively been looking for anybody. That's honest. I don't do online dating. I have friends that I talk to, but like to go online to date, and I don't know you like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see one person, but then when you see me and know me are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
So you take time to know somebody. I have not been actively dating or not like that.
What are you looking for in a man though? Because why you haven't been actively dating? What are
Mm,
you looking for in a man? Let's say your person might be on this live tonight. Who to tell you might have a hookup before the end of the night? What are you looking for?
Somebody actually just called me a while ago and said I'm watching the live, but guess what? I'm married.
Oh, he's watching. Oh, he's
So
watching the
yeah,
live. Okay.
he's watching the live. He's my friend, and I didn't know. So he was calling me, and he said, "Oh, you're up on the live. I'm going to see you." Yeah, but in terms of what I'm looking for, I need somebody who is intelligent. I was in a verbally abusive relationship when I was in Jamaica for 4 years,
Mm-hmm.
and this when I come to New York, me get rid of the person there.
Mm-hmm.
So I need somebody who is intelligent,
Mm-hmm.
somebody who can see eye to eye. Um, and I need person. I don't like men that shout.
Mm-hmm.
The least little thing you get and start shout. I don't like that. So you know, um, I need somebody who works. Because some of them man they don't want to work, and when the Jamaican man them come here, they don't work. Because the foreign girl them go work the big money, take care of them.
Mm-hmm.
So they come here and they don't work.
There's a
They
Jamaican man you want.
yeah.
You don't want, so you're not stepping out. You're not stepping out of your race either, right?
Any, anything, anything. But I remember once this African guy liked me, but then he started saying, "Oh, where are you going? Why are you going? Who you going?" I don't want that. I don't like dictatorship. I feel
Junior
that
is
I should be
asking, do
strong.
you want someone from Jamaica or Jamaica leave a bad taste in your mouth?
Um,
Junior,
let
you
me see.
interested, Junior?
Not, it's not that Jamaica leave a bad taste in my mouth. I prefer a Jamaican man, but a Jamaican intelligent man, not one with
He
just
said
speech and
young
said
or
because
old.
woman.
Yo,
I
Junior
I
look like you're interested in a young or old. What's your age range?
um not over 55,
Okay. And
but
the young and what
I'm
about
going
the
to that
lady there?
22-year-old. Probably 40 at least, but not under 40.
Okay, no under 40. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So not a 22-year-old.
Okay. Do you find, Sandy, that the older you get, you find that you have younger guys approaching you than the
Yeah.
persons in your age group?
hmm The verbally abusive relationship that I was in, the guy was 14 years younger than me.
14.
Yeah. I remember once we went out and the person said, "Oh, you're out with your son." Yeah. But I mean, so I don't really like, I find that younger guys gravitate. Yes, they do. And then some of the young boy them look good too, but uh-uh. I'm just, I don't know. I just tell myself I'll take it one step at a time, one day at a time. That's just me.
Okay, so we're going to put it out there for you tonight. We're putting it out there. I don't want people to see it, and next thing you know, you get your inbox flood up. Tell me what you're looking for again. So he must be between 40 and 55 years old, and he must
Yes,
do what? He must drive.
yes, it must to drive. I ain't picking up and dropping off nobody anywhere.
You're not doing a chauffeur thing. I agree with you. What else?
No chauffeur thing.
Uh-huh.
Um, and he must be intelligent and it must work. I don't really particular in what kind of work people do because honest bread is an honest bread.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I don't want somebody who's not willing to work
Mm-hmm.
and they only believe that there's Even if he's from Jamaica
Mm-hmm.
or him living in Jamaica, or the whole get rich quick thing, and you always have a plan, and you always have a scheme, and you always have an idea,
It
and
must be
this can
ambitious.
work. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
basically, yeah.
All right. So you know
And
the
also
man.
being a
I
woman,
don't think your list is that long that it cannot be met. You just want a man who's
no,
ambitious.
I don't think it's that long,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, those are simple things.
young and done, so the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that's just basically it.
yeah. All right. So we have put it out there, guys. And by the way, so you are willing to date. And we need to establish that you are willing now to welcome newness. You're willing to welcome love into your life after 1.5 years.
Friendships. It starts at friendships because he has to be my friend before he can be anything else.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. And I don't, and also, you meet persons who they say, oh, come over me yard, no? Come check me over me yard. $5 flower seller shop. I need person who can give me like just because. Oh, I like you just because. Here just because. I'll reciprocate.
Uh-huh.
But you have men who, oh, come check me over my yard. When you come over your yard, them don't even want to give you a cup of water. First thing they want, they're carrying in their bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So,
Junior
yeah.
asking you to drop the age limit.
She needs to drop the age, no limit.
I get, you see what I'm talking about? You see how LiveWithDara connecting people? Because Junior seems to be very interesting. By the way, another thing that I find talking to singles is that they find that when they meet somebody, the first thing the person want to do is to drop them jaws. What's your
Yes.
stance on that?
Oh, no. I mean, if there's chemistry, there's chemistry. Because if you do it the first meet or you do it 10 meets later, it's the same thing. But, I mean, men must have a standard. Women must have a standard, too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that the first time I see you must carry me home and go and me drop my dress. No.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yes, ma'am.
All right, Sandy.
That's
So
in a nutshell.
just putting it out there. So persons who are with, persons who are junior, like you're interested, and you're gonna be at the top of the line.
22.
Yeah. If you're interested, you can always reach out. I'm not a matchmaker. I don't know what to look for in terms of the connection. But if there's something that you see in Sandy that you think you guys are compatible, you can always reach out to her and you can start the conversation from there, right, Sandy?
Yes, sir.
Have a great
All
night.
right.
Listen, tell me
You too,
about
my
it.
love.
If the connection happens, listen, we over here, we have a vested interest in you, so you need to tell us what's going on, all right?
All right, honey.
All right, take care.
All right. Yeah, man. You too. All right. All right. Mm-hmm.
Janella, you see anybody yet? Let me see if anybody else come on. No, not yet. Nobody yet. So, Janella, based on what? Based on the comments and everything like that, do you see anybody here that we can give the other membership to as we wrap up the live? Because if there's nobody else to come on to throw out their singleness and seek somebody to mingle, we can move on. No, what do you say? Anybody on? Let me know. Well, if Junior, reach out to her and have a conversation. I mean, let's see where it goes. Who to tell? Things might go on for you. Garcia, are you coming on, Garcia? You come talk to me. I don't know why. You see, when you go and look, man or woman, when you go and look, the man. So why you not afraid to come onto the live and talk about, what are you looking for? I don't me ask, me don't really need to go to your, me don't need to go to your business, unless you tell me your business. So come talk to me. Let's see where I'm going with you. Like, who to tell? You may have your partner might be right here waiting on you tonight and you don't even know it because you're just shy and come on. So let's start. I'm looking now. As soon as I see that light up, I will accept the request to go live. And yes, the unstoppable, are you? Seriously. The single but free to come on the live. Why? Aren't you looking for that person? If you're not looking, well, I can understand. But if you're looking, why not? You see what Stasia said? And guys, I need you to just, before it was a case where the woman would wait on the man to approach her. But no, if you see one man out there and you're interested, why not just go over and say, yo, you know, me like you? Me like your smile. Me like this, me like that. And start a conversation. If he's interested, it may go further. If not, you move on. At that stage, you're reaching out. So don't be afraid to come on the live. As a matter of fact, if you want to come on and don't show your face, it's okay. But then how would people know who you are? How would people, well, your voice maybe, how would people get interested in you if you don't come on and show it? So let me take another sip and give you the opportunity to come on and shy and, oh, whatever. Nobody don't need to see you here. I'm not. I am, but not on the live. You don't have to show your face, Alisa. And you know, you've been one of those persons commenting on it. It will be good to hear what you have to say. No, I'm gonna get no match a king. I mean, no, you like, come on, you know, but the unfortunate thing is that you're married. And we want to talk to the single people then tonight. I know what I have you on to talk about these things. No, but come on and talk. Lock off the light. Put one tie and wrap on your hair. So so people can see who you are. Come on. It's now 10 o'clock. So if I don't get you on, I will have to go because you know we can't talk all the entire night while I wait on somebody to brave up. And that's what I tell you, so I need to carry a glass of wine or whatever it is I will drink when we're gonna get. Hey Jen. Hey Jen. You're not single, but hey, I know. Cheers to you. Cheers to you and my goddaughter. My daughter. Yeah. So nobody going? No king, no match yet here, because I'm around. Guys, you have to look at. Yes! Let me see if I can show it. They decide say, okay, let me just put on my red dress tonight with my red lips and my red glasses and my red wine. Let's just drink into hi Cleon. Let's just drink into Valentine's Day and see where I'm going. Hey, you know, it's not a one day thing, but because I'm out as a 14, we do what I have to do. Let me take a sip. Yeah. So who's coming on? Nobody? Alright, so yeah. What we'll do then is Cummings. I see you, Cummings. I see you saying hi. I see Liz. And the live will get cold now because nobody no one come. I'm afraid of. Lock up the light. Maybe let me hear your voice and be like, ooh, I like that voice. You see me tell you about Donald? You realize you don't even see my comment anymore? That's my neighbor for you. Gone. Shy. Nice guy, you know? Shy. So you have a lot of guys out there like that because in preparation for this live, you had some guys who came on. Let him come on, King Daddy. Even Agar, are you single? Are you? I mean, I understand. We have some nice single men out there, but unafraid to come forward. Why? Only expect to find. I mean, I don't know if you can see beyond the mask. Only expect to find that partner. If you don't know, put forward, step out in confidence. King Daddy, them I request you for come on, King Daddy. Maybe you can give the guys some advice as to what they need to do. You see what I said? Alisa, see, you don't need to come on, man. Let me say King Daddy. King Daddy, put on clothes. You're not shy. You just need to come on, come talk. Let me say King Daddy a request. While I'm getting the thing together. Yeah, man, but I'm not put the thing. If you really want to find that partner. Everybody should. I hope you have on clothes.
Nope.
So
I just came home. I just had a shower, so I'm just reaching inside the house.
tilt down, not too much. Tilt down.
That's good.
Yeah, me no want to see nothing else, cause you're a married man. I mean, I want your wife be
Yes,
tonight inside here. So
Yep.
they're trying to find, that's why we're not finding one of these with like shy
Yep.
peer approach. We have to tell them, how did you approach your wife?
Well,
Cause you met her in Jamaica, right?
yep, I did. Yeah,
And
I
when you
met
met
her.
her, it wasn't that green card thing, right?
No, no. Well, I mean, I met her when I was a bartender at a resort in a place called Grand Palladium. You know where Grand Palladium is at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I met her like 3 months before we get married.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You meet her, and within 3 months, you guys got married?
So this story was she came to Jamaica on a vacation by herself, and I met her, and I took her home on the staff bus the same night when I met her to my house in
Mm-hmm.
Negril.
Hold on. What? So she came to Jamaica looking.
No, she came to Jamaica just a vacation, just to see what the country is like.
And then you met her on the first, you met her when she came to Jamaica. And the first night you met her, you took her home.
Yes.
Go do what?
I took her home on the staff bus to my house to show her where I'm from. I was telling her I'm from Negril because Grand Palladium is in Lucy. So, I was trying to, show her around town. And after that, she came to my house in Negril and then she liked it. She never left. She spent the rest of the 2 weeks at my house.
Oh, so she leave the hotel and come spend. We are saying she leave the hotel and come spend the rest of it at your house. No, he's not lying. Don't tell him. You know much time King Daddy come on and saying he's not lying. He's not lying. And the thing about it is, in terms of the whole compatibility thing, I think your wife is an engineer.
Mm-hmm.
She's an
Yep.
engineer.
Yep.
And you, at the time, you were a bartender.
Mm-hmm.
And she never looked down upon that and said, oh, you're a bartender, I'm not going to be with you.
Nope. But you
So
see, the thing
sometimes,
about it, you see, like in situation like that, you see, when you find somebody you can be yourself with. Well, she was with a well put together guy, he was like her ex was a corporate person, he was a lawyer, but he didn't respect her to be, she could never be herself. We are, you know what I mean? When I say be herself, she can run on a joke, she can have a good time. A lot of women, I don't want to be somebody to be themselves. I pretty much man and woman. The more comfortable the relationship is when somebody can let you be yourself.
mm-hmm.
You're more comfortable as in
Atasha, you made a really good point. A lot of us are single because we have too many requirements, too
yeah.
many things. So you may find a nice little man who in a construction, but because you're in a corporate, you say, we don't want a construction man because XYZ. When
All right.
although sometimes you build with the man and then he turn around and leave you, or you build with the woman and then she turn around and leave you. But we can only know and give love a try if you really give it a try. Iking?
So Dara, let me show you something. You see, my wife, when I met my wife, right, I was a bartender, right?
Mm-hmm.
My wife is in a good job and everything. At the time she had 1 degree. She went to school and everything.
She has
No,
one
my
what?
wife,
She had one
degree.
what?
Degree.
Degree. Okay, you need to speak about it to me for me. Here.
Yeah, so now she have 3 degrees, right? I'm in the
Mm-hmm.
United States. I worked 3 jobs to send her back to finish up university and everything to get excel in her own job. And so for me tell us a dollar, right? Me have no degree and me make more money than my wife.
Oh, you don't have a degree, but you make more money than
Right.
Dara
But
sound like you are true word for me. Me I know what you mean by that.
no, but it's true though. It
No,
it
I
is
mean you.
true.
May I read somebody in the comment that said me a true word. But it's true. Let me
Yep.
tell you what happened. A lot of us won't find a partner because
Mm-hmm.
we spend time to talk about, oh, this person doesn't have this or this person does not have that, instead of meshing with the person, meshing up yourself with the mentals first, and
Yeah.
everything else can grow
That's
after that. Of course, you
that's
have
true.
some of them. Tyrone, you're in construction, but construction man make money, and that matter about you're
Yeah.
not your kind of construction is the money kind of construction. So you know,
Yeah.
don't look out. By the way, guys, Carol here, yes, I'm
Yeah.
single to here.
So
One
as you
thing,
know,
yeah.
if you look at it this Dara, if you look at this way, you know, like I said, a lot of time women look at men and like, oh, them try to build a man in them head. Oh, you know, I want him successful and cause you sometimes you know like you work hard, you go to school, you want somebody to bring you up, but at the same time, sometimes your expectation is wrong. You know what I mean? You look for somebody where if I don't like somebody like me, not myself, you know, I sell cars. I work for Ford, right?
Oh, you're a salesman. You're a car salesman.
Yeah, I work for Ford Motor Company.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So me being the type of person, I'm a hard worker. I'm driven. You know, I'm dedicated, self-motivated. You know, sometimes a little bit handsome. I mean, come on.
No, you can't answer that. Make other people say it.
So I'm in high demand. It is a high demand for a man like me. You know what I mean? Hard working, believe in family. Who, you know, as I mean, you know, family man, easygoing, nothing frighten me. You know what I mean? Just relax and take myself easy. So a person like me, you know what I mean, who put the woman first. Like I mean, I always tell people, you know, like me always put my wife first than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me a long time, you know. I've been married for 10 years, going on 11 years.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a blessing to see.
Yeah. So the moral of this story is that it no matter what your partner does, from your
Right.
compatible, things can go
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
So
I
in
help
your
the man too. Help the man. Help the man. If you know, say, I make a little money. Help the man to making life better. If you can know people with ambition from who have ambition, you know. And it
true,
is dependent on them too.
true. That's so true. That is so true. Because I know, and I must say, I may be guilty of this. It's like me I say, you're supposed to come to the table with your own thing. But it's true. If you have a partner and you want that partner to grow and be better, um,
Journey, close my door.
who is Journey? Your daughter?
Yeah, she just burst in my room like this. What she do?
Stasia said something. Remember that the person's mindset and habits are good indicators of where. It's so true, Stasia. So true. So you might start off in construction, or you might start
Yeah.
off. I mean, I'm just using construction here. You might start off as a
So,
bartender,
so
but
Dara,
your mindset is to be a manager, and you just need a little boost to get there. So you can't really look down on people like that, right?
So Dara, look, if you start up a construction, you know, some can be a construction owner, you can own the company after a while. You know the money that can make. Success is not about just because I know people right now who have successful job and them partner, they hate them partner. They don't love them partner at all. They hate them one another. They make good money, you know. Everybody make okay money, but they
But them
hate
man
each
happy.
other. Them not get along with each other. They're not compatible. There's no chemistry there. It's just financial stuff or probably kids keeping them together. Every time me see my wife, me get turned on. Every time.
What? But that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I know she
good.
get. No, she kind of get little self. You know, she have this thing now where she kind of, or I don't know if it's her self-esteem. You know, where she put on a little weight after she have the kids them, and she feel like say she a bit too thick right now. And I'm like, no, baby, I'm gonna let me tell you
No,
something.
you have to go talk up no King because me tell you
Yeah.
that's strange to
So
hear you.
I'm gonna tell her say, like she know she get, you know, she put on a little weight now, so she's kind of have a little bit of thing where she like, oh me, I get too fat. But I said, baby, let me tell her something. I'm gonna love every inch of that. Every inch of that. And that, you know, even though she have this P90X exercise where me can't really manage. I don't know if you know that P90X thing.
Yeah, man, the
So,
workout thing.
me can't help her upon it. Because she want me to work out with her, you know. That's the
All
major,
right, stick
major
up
thing.
in. Brittany said something that I think is so important. They say education will set us free, But I disagree. I believe that it's ambition.
Mm-hmm.
So true. Ambition
Yeah.
that will set us free. And I only probably not. Me don't know. Me don't know where I'm going. Me don't know where I'm going with them people nowadays. It's like you don't want to work hard. You don't want to. You just want things come to you. And yeah, that's because see King Starboard, King make his wife. Within 3 months he was married. He went away. He started out as a bartender. Now you are a used car. You are a salesman, a car salesman.
Yeah,
I say.
new use man. Ford company.
No, that's why I
Ford.
don't want to say used car. You're a salesman for a car
Mm-hmm.
company, and your
Mm-hmm.
wife, who is an engineer, you are actually making more money than her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
man, you see it? And if she did look down by you and say you're a bartender, so she don't want to talk to you. Look at it, 10 years later, you two are happily going on with your life.
Yep. And
Yes.
natural people like like every Jamaican man married American woman feel left them because I tell you, sometimes you marry a successful woman, you get your paper now, you're a citizen and all and something that you feel like you want to left. Cause the stress used to be turned up, because
Well,
I
I
used to
guess.
think that I'm a very handsome guy, so women love my accent and all that stuff. They're like, whoa, man. And then music get giddy at it, and I'm not gonna lie, I fall off the track before. And one day me say, no, me not feel so my wife deserve all of that nonsense with me I deal with.
Good man.
So
Anyway, then people here from my life don't have no chill. The unstoppable Kai. She said you come on to talk about your single friend. Which single friend yeah? Because you have a
oh
husband and a
oh oh
wedding
yes, yes,
gaba.
yes, yes.
Who
Yes,
he
thank you.
be?
Thank
Tell
you.
me
Huh?
about him. Who is
So
he?
this guy, he used to marry before. He married to an American woman. He's Jamaican too. We go to the same high school. We work at the same hotel in Jamaica. He met a woman there. Unfortunately, they didn't get along. They break up. This guy is a highly successful guy.
Wendo.
Huh?
What
Him
does
have
he
a
do?
company. Him have a company. He just started a company now. Where it's like a logistic, like a trucking company.
Oh, he has a trucking company
Mm-hmm.
in the US.
Yeah.
What?
So
Okay, what
he
else?
just start.
So he's
He used to do the job before. Now he just decided that he want you know start out. The thing
so
with
he's
him,
looking for a partner.
yes, and he's like my best friend, but he's getting really annoying now because me married, him not married. So he want to go
Mm-hmm.
places where married people not go.
Uh-huh.
Like, got the clubs and all and something. Me, I have to ask my wife permission if me can go out. If she said no, me cannot go, me not go.
No. All right. We know that you solely dedicated to your wife, and it's
Mm-hmm.
good. That's very good. Go back to your friend.
Yeah.
People
So my
interested
friend
in your
now,
friend. So how them
yes,
I gonna know? How them I gonna know about your friend so them can log on on his page on him something? Because the
me
unstoppable
go
Kai is interested.
tell him, say, the thing about it, even though he's single, he's a type of person where he's looking for somebody to push him, as in every aspect, as in mentally, physically, somebody, not just somebody if you say him, if you see him and say, oh, he have money and this one, that. He's the type of person where believe in his family, in hard working. He
Alicia
want,
said, give me the number. Yes, sir. Mhm.
so, I'm telling you, it's like, I'm gonna talk to him because I'm trying to let him find somebody now because
Yeah, but
it's
you know,
getting,
so you can talk to him. But
yes.
how Alicia
That's
get
why
in
me
touch
didn't
with
want a
him?
lady to come on the live so me can see what they need, what they're looking for. Because I just say you can't just say I look for your man. What are you looking for? What is the characteristic you're looking for?
Speak up in King. You swear we are talking about Alicia? So
Mm-hmm.
King is on here searching for that lady for his friend.
Yeah.
But you see, we don't know about you, we don't know a thing about you because you don't want to come on and talk. So King, you're saying
Yeah.
you want them to talk so you can then pull from
Mm-hmm.
it and say, hey friend, check out this
Mm-hmm.
girl or this girl or this girl because she meet you, she meet. You swear me,
Well,
you see them like listen to me, you know?
yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was waiting on. I was like, you know what? Because it as I said, him not look for this fairy tale woman. He's looking for this a natural person who, and one of the most thing that he's looking for is somebody with self confidence and somebody who believe in themselves. When you're slim or
Hold
you're
on,
fluffy,
Stasia. You know, say you want a Jamaican. You want a man who is here for you, know, Stasia. You talk about the PC section. Your guy, you know, guys, I think I know Stasia's much. You know, he's here, and he was on the live earlier. But
what's
Stasia
you
don't really
know?
see me. She don't really see me, but she
Mm-mm.
still see you. Sometimes it takes a little while for us to pull away whatever it is, to
Yeah,
see that love is out there waiting on us.
it is out there. Trust me. There's so many people that waiting for your love. So many people waiting for you, as all you are. And I learned that there's a lot of people waiting for you as you are. You don't have to change nothing. If you're brawling, if you're a lady, even whatever, there's somebody out there waiting for that craziness.
Yeah.
So as
So,
I said,
so
that.
tell me about the type of woman your friend like. Let me see if any of them are on it.
Well, he's a type of man like this. You know,
First of
Jesus.
all,
So
how old is he? How old is he?
he's 30. He's 30 like me.
He's 35.
No, he's 30.
He's
I'm
30.
30. He's 30.
King, you're 30?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he's 30. He owns a logistic company.
Yeah.
He's single,
Mm-hmm.
and he's looking for a woman who is driven.
Yeah. And
Is he a
he's
Christ? Is he a Christian? Does he go to
yeah.
church?
Yeah, he used to be a Christian in Jamaica. I know that for a fact. He used to be. And he's still, I don't know if he go to church here, but I know he's like a man in his Bible for sure. Even more
Ah,
than I do. That's, you know.
okay. Anything else? Anything else?
I
Kai,
mean,
I think Kai is 32, so him fall on the same line. What else?
um, as I say, like, cause in my look with somebody who probably want to start a family too. Like,
Oh,
whether
he
they have
wants to start
kids
a
already,
family.
or he probably want one more pitney or something. I don't know how in life.
How many children? How many children he has right now?
Just one daughter.
One daughter. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Very good.
She's 10 years old.
She's 10. Okay. So unfortunately, King, we have a lot of ladies here, but they're not brave enough to come on. So King
Mm-hmm.
married before him 20. No, this is not King, you know. King is just talking on behalf of his friend.
Yeah, me married before me at 20.
You
Him
married
probably
before
at
you
30.
really?
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
good though, King. It's good because if you married before you're 20
Mm-hmm.
and you're still in your relationship, that means that it wasn't done because of any opportunistic reasons, but because you really like the person, which is good because you don't find
Yeah.
a lot of that happening now.
Yeah, and it was rough because with my wife, her family is kind of like her dad is like an author, her mom is one of the big whatever up here. So marrying me was like marrying down in the family.
Oh,
I love you too, baby.
aw. All right, King. So
So
I see Alicia putting out her thing. Said she interested. Said
tell her to come
she.
on the live. Tell her to come on the live.
I don't. You tell her because I tried. I tried.
Alicia, Miss Bailey, come on the live.
So they can see. You see them talking about. I mean, come on. This is the time where you have to step out there. It's like you go on a dating site. You have to put your
Mm-hmm.
picture out there. You can't just put a blank something. Nobody not gonna look
Yeah.
on you.
Like you have to go for what you want because as I tell you before, when sometimes you have to see something where you like and just go for it.
Mm-hmm.
And because in life, if you don't shoot for the stars, you're not gonna land nowhere. You have to just go
Let
for
them
what
know,
you want.
Shmia. You just let them
Be
know.
brave, women. Be brave upon this come and you never know. This could change your life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is my wife
Oh,
just come out on the live.
Queen Nikki saying she got married when she was 21. Yeah.
Yes, this is my wife just come on the live then.
Wait, who is your wife?
She's right there, Corinne. Queen, the real Queen key.
Who?
Corinne.
Oh,
You said,
that's your hi, wifey.
this is the
Listen,
number
him
in
always depend on
21.
the live and him always talk good things about you. Me can't, I said, King
Yeah.
never dropped the ball 1 week yet. Him always a talk about his wife and him always a pick up him wife. So just know
Yep.
say you have him locked. Whatever it is that you're doing, continue to do it because you have him locked.
Yep. Yeah, that's my baby right there, man. She changed my life drastically, and I really she knows some love her. Even though it's always like that. I love that woman so much, because being with somebody who look at you for who you are, and where I'm coming from in Jamaica is not like I come from wealth or anything. So, and we're happy to have a nice little family. We're doing okay for ourselves.
Somebody say, Atasha say you love your wife bad. Yes, sir, it's true, because you always talk about her. Every
Yeah.
time.
She,
Let
she
him
should
run
love.
with me. So,
Hmm?
King, Alisa is saying that you should let your friend, send her some information in her DM so then can do the conversation. If that's how it has to go, hey, I
Yeah.
tried,
I
I
will
really
let him
tried.
know that, I'll let him know that, what I mean. I'll DM him tomorrow. I'll say, yo, we'll find your match.
No, you can't say that because you don't know if she's this match because she's shy and all we know is that she's 24 and she has a
Mhm.
4-year-old. That's all we know.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
fine. That's
yeah.
fine.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
at least you're helping to put little love in somebody's love life. King, big up
Yeah.
yourself. You and your wife go
Yeah.
have some fun.
Yeah,
You tell me
tell
say you
Corinne to
buy.
join her, but yeah, I don't know what she the plan live. Yeah, wait till she come here. What she the plan live at? All right.
Wait now. You tell me say you buy a handcuff here, so we go and go
Yeah.
practice with a handcuff now.
Ooh. Dara, you don't want to see this on Valentine's. If I make it to February 15th, it's gonna be a rough night.
What?
Yeah.
We don't want to know your business. You go on. Enjoy
All
your
right,
night
Dara.
though.
Yep. All right. Yeah, thank
All
you,
right, take
and you have a
care.
good night.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
bye bye.
Yeah.
All right. So, Alicia, I cannot. Oh, I can understand. I understand, Alicia. Know yourself. If you're shy, you're shy. Um, Sean, you see, come on, I'm gonna give you a minute. You better just start the things them quick. If you're shy, you're shy. And the swing something. Oh, the swinging thing. I hope that people are swinging. That's another topic for another time. That's something I really want to talk about because yeah, we have some interesting relationships going on in Jamaica. I say some really open relationships. Sean, come on, Maggie, a minute before we Cause we know you put it out there from night say you're single and everything like that. And I think Sean is when will you come on? Because he was on a couple of weeks ago. Because of COVID-19 he got affected by his job. So he was unemployed. But ladies, nothing wrong with pulling up a man, nothing wrong with that. He might be unemployed now, but then you can never know. In a couple months' time, he might be the person. Okay, I'm not getting through to Sean. See, Donald messaged me here. Donald sending me WhatsApp message, and he knows I can't read the message. Donald, come on, so people can see. Okay, I tried to be the matchmaker tonight. I don't know how successful I was with that. No, Dara King said he has brought one of them things to suspend his back. Yes, he did. King lived the life. King living the life. I'm happy for him. I mean, hey, whatever floats your boat as long as there's happiness, All right. So that's it for the live because we don't have any more singles looking to mingle. But I want to thank you all so much for coming on. I'm actually saying this slowly, hoping that somebody will come on and we can do another matchmaking round here and get somebody, get some loving going on. But if there's no one else willing to come on to put their thing out there to see who is a match or who isn't, guys, remember, it's like you go on an online site. This is when I say you have to put your face out there. You have to put your information out there so people can see you and get a feel of who you are, and then they can know if, okay, let's take it a step further. But if you're not willing to do that, there's not much more I can do. But in the meantime, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Be good to yourself. If you have that special person, plan something, have fun. I see this debate going on about ladies doing something for their partner, ensuring that the same kind of things you want from him, the same way you want him push out for you, you must push out for him, so make everybody feel special. Yeah, and if you're single, you get your wine, and if you do your Netflix, you do your Netflix, whatever it is. Thank you, Darcy. Whatever it is that you do, whatever rocks your boat, whatever makes you float. If you need additional help in whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Drop your help and make sure you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day tomorrow. And remember now, Valentine's Day is just a one-day thing. Life goes on after that, and you just search for your love. Try to put little love back in your love life. It's difficult now because of COVID-19 and you're not getting to go out to meet people. But just be open to relationships. However, if you're doing the online dating though, I cannot leave without saying, guys, be careful. Be very, very careful. Janet gave us some pointers and the things that we need to look out for. Don't share too much information. Find out about the person before all of that. Just be very careful. So thank you so much for coming live with Dara tonight. And I hope you have a wonderful night. And since there's nobody else coming on, I will see you all next week when we will have another interesting topic for you live with Dara. Until then, guys.
Tell me why Lordy won't let me fall.